Okay, so since I've now reviewed the Tension and the Spark, it's best if I just go on to the next Darren Hayes album, This Delicate Thing that we've made. So this album is much longer than the previous two albums. There are 26 tracks on this album. It goes for almost 2 hours. So just for that alone, I have to give Darren Hayes a lot of credit for that, because it's really hard to make an album that long. And most of the tracks on this are actually really good. There are a few that are better than others, but mostly every track is very solid, very memorable, and there are a few really great ones too. Now, I'm not going to talk about every single track on this album because there's just too many to talk about, but I will talk about a few, so let's start. So, the album opens with a song called Fear of Falling Under, and it kind of starts really subtly. It has like this, almost like this sound of like a submarine going through like the deep ocean, and then Darren's voice comes in, and then the beat kicks in, and it progresses into a really nice opening song. So a really good opening song for this album, and it progresses into a lot of other very memorable tracks that I will get into. Definitely one of my favourite tracks on this album is Building a Time Machine. So it's this really imaginative track. Basically, Darren's lyric work of his journey after building a time machine, and the time machine takes him back to his childhood home, and he sings about like going to the local fish and chip shop and the place that he was beat up. And it's a very fast-paced song, and it really his lyric work in that song really paints a picture in your head of like where he's going and what this place is like. So I did like that track for that. I also feel that another song that I should touch upon that actually doesn't appear on this album but came out basically the same time that this album came out was the single So Beautiful. And it's another love song by Darren, probably singing about his partner and how he makes him feel, and it's just a wonderful sounding song. It's really invigorating song, a really uplifting song, and it's I think it's a very underrated song. I don't really feel like many people outside Australia know of this song. It's been years since I heard it play on the radio, probably almost like 10 years since I heard it play on the radio. And I mean, you can find it on YouTube and on Spotify, but it's kind of hard to it doesn't usually come up in the consciousness of popular music. It's a bit more obscure, but it's a good track, and it's definitely you should definitely listen to it if you have the chance. One of the songs on his album that was also released as a single, and probably his most popular song on the album, was Casey. And I think this song is about maybe one of Darren Hayes's, maybe one of his cousins, one of his friends that he doesn't see anymore, or maybe some girl he went out with before he came out. I'm not sure, but like it's an emotional song, and it's a pretty long song too. It goes for like about 6 minutes, and it's overall a really catchy song, really uplifting song. Also has its own music video. It's kind of like a video game style music video of Darren Hayes driving through a car through like the universe, and then through a human body. It's pretty interesting, and it's another really good song that's on this album. So I would say that my favourite songs on the album would definitely be How to Build a Time Machine, On the Verge of Something Wonderful, probably also Words, 100 Challenging Things a Boy Can Do, Casey, and the bonus track, Love Is in Everything. Overall, this is a really good album, and there really aren't any songs, or very few songs, that are, I would say, are subpar or not very memorable. Every song seems to hit home in some way or another, and there's 26 songs on the entire album. When it was released on CD, it had 2 discs, and most of the songs are actually really good. It was a really colossal effort from Darren, since he's just one man, to make all of these songs for one album. And currently it still is his biggest single album. So for that, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. It's a really good album, definitely worth listening to. And overall, it's just a really, really good effort, and some really good music on here.